हेलो फ्रेंड्स, हम पढ़ रहे चैप्टर नंबर 1 इंट्रोडक्शन टू कॉमर्स एंड बिजनेस। लास्ट लेक्चर में हमने एक्सरसाइज का फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन सॉल्व किया। आज के लेक्चर में हम रिमेनिंग क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने जा रहे हैं। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विथ क्वेश्चन नंबर 2। एक्सप्लेन द फॉलोइंग टर्म एंड कॉन्सेप्ट। इस क्वेश्चन में आपको टर्म और कॉन्सेप्ट एक्सप्लेन करनी है। फर्स्ट, बिजनेस। बिजनेस is an economic activity. It is done to earn profit. It is done by individual or more than one person. It includes activities done for producing, processing, distribution and consumption. Business involves risk. Second is profession. Profession is a part of economic activity. The person who performs the profession is called as professional. Profession is the activity where person acquires the knowledge and specific skills for performing his activity. Professional gets fees for rendering the services. Third, employment. Employment is an economic activity. A person works for others to earn livelihood. Person who works is called as employee, and the person who offers the work is called as employer. Employee gets remuneration for his performing task. Fourth, home trade. Home trade means buying and selling of goods and services within the boundaries of the country. It is called as internal trade also. Home trade is divided into two parts, wholesale trade and retail trade. Fifth one is foreign trade. When buying and selling of goods and services is conducted within the country or with other countries, then it is called as foreign trade. It is also called as external trade. It is further divided into three parts: import, export and entreport trade. Next, economic activity. An activity in which human beings are engaged in various activities for earning money or livelihood. This activity is further of three types: business, employment and profession. These activities are required for survival of human beings. Seventh, non-economic activity. All those activities which are conducted by person to satisfy his non-monetary requirements. For example, personal, social, cultural, religious activities are called as non-economic activities. These activities are not conducted for earning livelihood or money. Next question is, study the following case situation and express your opinion. इस क्वेश्चन में आपको एक छोटी सी केस दी हुई है, एक सिचुएशन दी हुई है। आपको वो सिचुएशन या वो केस पढ़नी है और उस सिचुएशन पर पूछे गए क्वेश्चंस पर आपको आपके ओपिनियंस एक्सप्रेस करने हैं, आपको आपके ओपिनियंस बताने हैं। इन शॉर्ट आपको वो आंसर्स आइडेंटिफाई कर लिखने हैं। फर्स्ट इज जयसुख oil mills produce refined oil. The entire production is purchased by Rupesh Oil Depot, who in turn sells it to various retailers. Mrs. Prachi purchased 2 kg oil from Balaji Groceries. जयसुख ऑयल मिल ये रिफाइंड ऑयल प्रोड्यूस करती है। इस ऑयल मिल का सारा प्रोडक्शन जो भी है वो रुपेश ऑयल डिपो परचेज करता है। और देन वो यही ऑयल फर्दर रिटेलर्स को सेल करता है। मिसेस प्राची ने 2 किलो ऑयल बालाजी ग्रॉसरी से परचेज किया। यहाँ आपको आइडेंटिफाई करना है होलसेलर, रिटेलर और कंज्यूमर को। फर्स्ट होलसेलर, यहाँ इस केस में रूपेश ऑयल डेपो ये होलसेलर है क्योंकि उसने एंटायर प्रोडक्शन परचेज कर लिया है जयसुख ऑयल मिल्स से। सेकंड रिटेलर, रिटेलर है बालाजी ग्रॉसरीज क्योंकि बालाजी ग्रॉसरीज ने रूपेश ऑयल डेपो से होलसेलर से ऑयल परचेज किया है। थर्ड कंज्यूमर, कंज्यूमर है मिसेस प्राची जिसने कंजम्पशन के पर्पस से 2 kg ऑयल बालाजी ग्रॉसरी से परचेज किया है। क्वेश्चन नंबर 2, मिस्टर प्रणव is tin manufacturer in India. Mr. Jack of England sells goods to MS Frank Corporation in North America, and Mr. Williams of USA buys various goods from Brazil. मिस्टर प्रणव ये टिन मैन्युफैक्चरर है इंडिया का। मिस्टर जैक ऑफ इंग्लैंड ने मिस्टर फ्रैंक कॉरपोरेशन को जो नॉर्थ अमेरिका के हैं उन्हें गुड्स सेल किए हैं। मिस्टर विल्सम जो यूएसए के हैं उन्होंने ब्राज़ील से गुड्स परचेज किए हैं, बाय किए हैं। यहाँ आपको आइडेंटिफाई करना है हु इज़ इम्पोर्टर, हु इज़ मैन्युफैक्चरर एंड हु इज़ एक्सपोर्टर। फर्स्ट, हु इज़ इम्पोर्टर? The answer is MS Frank Corporation in North America or Mr. Williams in USA. MS Frank Corporation in North America इसने मिस्टर जैक ऑफ इंग्लैंड से गुड्स इंपोर्ट किए हैं और सेकंड विलियम ने ब्राज़ील से गुड्स इंपोर्ट किए हैं, इसलिए दोनों ही इंपोर्टर्स हैं। Who is मैन्युफैक्चरर? मिस्टर प्रणव इज मैन्युफैक्चरर क्योंकि वो टिन मैन्युफैक्चरर है। थर्ड वन इज हु इज द एक्सपोर्टर? मिस्टर जैक, मिस्टर जैक ऑफ इंग्लैंड ये एक्सपोर्टर हैं जिन्होंने गुड्स एक्सपोर्ट किए हैं फ्रैंक कॉरपोरेशन को। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 4, डिस्टिंग्विश बिटवीन। इस क्वेश्चन के सारे ही आंसर्स आपको टेक्स्ट बुक में डिटेल में दिए हुए हैं, सो वी विल नॉट डिस्कस दिस आंसर्स हियर। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज क्वेश्चन नंबर 5, आंसर इन ब्रीफ। दिस क्वेश्चन इज ऑल्सो गिवन इन योर टेक्स्ट बुक, सो स्टूडेंट रीड द टेक्स्ट बुक, फाइंड आउट द आंसर्स एंड राइट डाउन इन योर नोटबुक्स। क्वेश्चन नंबर 6, जस्टिफाई द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट। यहाँ आपको एक स्टेटमेंट दी गई है, आपको वो स्टेटमेंट जस्टिफाई करनी है। जस्टिफाई इट मीन्स यहाँ पर आपको यस और नो ऐसा वर्ड नहीं लिखना है, आपको एक सेंटेंस दिया हुआ है जो करेक्ट है, वो स्टेटमेंट करेक्ट है, आपको सिर्फ उस आंसर को जस्टिफाई करना है, आपको उसके व्यूज़ बताने हैं। फर्स्ट, रिटेलर इज़ इन डायरेक्ट कॉन्टैक्ट विथ अल्टीमेट कंज्यूमर। अभी आपको इस आंसर को जस्टिफाई करना है कि किस तरह से रिटेलर ये अल्टीमेट कंज्यूमर से डायरेक्ट कॉन्टैक्ट में रहता है। सो ही वी स्टार्ट विथ द आंसर। ही डील्स विथ अल्टीमेट कंज्यूमर, ही इज़ द लिंक बिटवीन होलसेलर एंड कंज्यूमर। देन retailer in a trader operating in the chain of distribution. Goods flow from producer to consumer. It means प्रोड्यूसर्स होलसेलर्स को गुड सेल करते हैं, होलसेलर्स रिटेलर को और रिटेलर्स कंज्यूमर्स को. सो अल्टीमेटली रिटेलर knows the consumer's demands, choice, wants, preferences. So he is directly connected with the consumer. Second, commerce is a wider term than trade. Answer is commerce is part of business. It is divided into two parts, industry and commerce. Commerce is concerned with the distribution of goods and services. Commerce is divided into two parts, trade and auxiliaries to trade. Trade is concerned with buying and selling of goods and services. Auxiliaries to trade is related with distribution of goods and services. So, commerce is wider term than trade. Third, risk inevitable in business activities. Every business is exposed to various risks. Businessman cannot avoid risk in the business. Damage of goods during transportation or warehousing, etc., increases the risk of the business. Businessman has to be prepared for handling this risk. Risk cannot be totally eliminated, but they can be minimized or transferred to the insurance company. Next, fourth question is combination of import trade is entrepot trade. Combination of import and export trade is entrepot trade. Import, export and entrepot trade are the part of foreign trade. When goods and services are purchased from other countries are called as import trade. When goods and services are sold to other countries are called as export trade. A combination of import and export trade is called entrepot trade. In case of entrepot trade, goods are first purchased from another country, one country, and it means they are imported from one country and then sold to the another country, means exported to the another country. You can explain this with example also. Transport creates place utility. Transport is one of the important auxiliaries to trade. Transport brings raw material and people to the place of production and carries finished goods, produced goods to the market. Different modes of transport are rail, road, water and air. If goods are produced at one place, it may not have demand at that place only. Transport carries them to other place where they are demanded and create place utility. Next, industrial activities takes place before commerce starts to its role. Industry and commerce are the part of business. One cannot function without another. Industries look after production of goods and services, and commerce takes care of distribution of these goods and produced services. So industrial activities takes place before commerce starts its role. Next, available resources should be used to its maximum. Resources are always scarce. The demand for resources is more and availability of resources is less. So it is necessary to use the resources carefully. Wastage of resources should be avoided. Whenever possible, recycling and reusing the resources should be considered by the businesses. Next, wholesaler is the link between retailer and manufacturer. Wholesaler is a trader who deals in large quantities. That is, wholesaler purchase goods in the bulk from manufacturer and sell these goods to the retailer in small quantities. Both wholesaler and retailer are part of chain of distribution. That is, wholesaler sells goods to retailer, retailer sells these goods to consumer. Thus, demands and wants of consumer are informed by the retailer to the wholesaler. Next, business is the part of economic activity. The person who earns the money by doing business. It means this activity, business activity, is part of economic activity. Business is conducted to earn livelihood. This economic activity, it means this business activity includes capital investment, factors of production, that is machinery, raw material, manpower, etc. Last one, changing fashions in one of the important case of business risk. Business is exposed to the various kinds of risk. Risk can be due to loss of goods by fire, theft, bad debts, change in government policies, goods remaining unsold, etc. Due to risk, businessman suffers losses. This risk is there in case of some goods only, like clothes, footwears, jewelries, etc. Risk is not risk is not avoided by the businessman, but businessman should take care to minimize the risk. Question number 7 and 8. Attempt the following question, and question number 8, answer the following. Both questions were explained in the textbook. So, read your textbooks, listen the videos, watch the videos, and write down these answers in your notebooks. Thank you, friends.